Welcome back to my channel. I am excited to introduce my guest today. Here we have Ashley Fuller here today.
Hello, thank you. I'm so excited to be here. Didn't you say I'm like one of your first? I get to be your first interviewer today?
Yes, you are my first interview for my channel. Thank you.
I feel so honored. Thank
you for taking your time to do this for me. So.
Of course. All
right, let's jump right into the questions.
Let's do it.
What projects are you working on now? And what are you currently looking forward to? Also, how do you see the entertainment industry moving forward in the next couple of years?
Oh, man. Okay, so I'm working on... Do you want me to hold this? Yeah, no, I'll hold it. I'm working on a couple shows. One of them is with my friend Rita Lim, who the community knows really well. I'm also working on a soul show with my band here at Tuscany. And then we have a couple of recording projects and original music that's in the works right now as well. As far as where I see the music industry going, I really think AI is going to take over even more than it is. And it's already kind of writing songs for us as it is.
Can you explain to us folks what AI is?
Yes, so the artificial intelligence when it comes to I did a music video with a friend of mine, and they are able to use AI programs where you basically type in what you want it to look like, and they can create scenes and almost like a movie that looks like that.
Really?
Yes. And they do that with things with lyrics as well. If you have an idea and I want to write lyrics to the song, give them a basic concept, they can actually write a lot of it for
you. I'm going to look forward to that myself. Okay, let's go on to the next one.
All right, what's the next one?
If you had to start your career from scratch, but you still had all the knowledge and experience you've collected from your career in the industry, what would you do or not do? And also, would you do anything differently, or would you keep everything the same?
That's a great question. I would have learned piano and learned how to play piano really well. I kind of self-taught myself, but I think as a singer or even just a musician in general, it's one of the most important, and it can help you so much with any musical thing that you're doing. So that would be something I would do differently.
That's awesome. You should show that to us here one day.
Yes, one day I'll spruce up on my piano skills.
Yeah, that would be awesome. All right, thank you.
Of course.
Okay, next question is, what is something that is working for you right now?
Okay, so something that's working for me. I think something that's working for me right now is dedicating my time only to projects that I'm really passionate about. And that I think is worth my energy and time. A lot of times as performers, we feel like we have to say yes to everything, and then we kind of lose ourselves as what we are, what we stand for. And right now what's working for me is just doing things that I really care about and that I love, and of course providing for my family. And
yes, that's the first priority.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next one is so tell us, what is the one key challenge, obstacle, or failure you experienced in your career?
That's a good one.
That's a tricky one, right?
I like that you have that question, because all the time we're talking about everything that we're doing, our resume, how talented we are, and all of the successes. But actually, most performers and people that do what I do, we probably experience failure or, rejection more than anybody else. So I think I don't even look at it necessarily as a failure, but more I would be rejected a lot, at auditions. I'm tall, so I wouldn't get cast as the parts I wanted because my counterpart would be shorter than me. So yeah, I think mostly is just the rejection thing would be kind of it's not always fun.
It comes with the territory, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right, thank you.
Of course.
The next question is, what was it like doing band work and working with cover bands in LA?
Okay, so doing band work in Los Angeles was kind of my first experience to this type of stuff we do here at Tuscany and all the lounges that we work at out here. It was really scary because I came from musical theater background, Broadway music, and
How was that actually? Did you like Cats and Memories?
Yeah, we did all kinds of different musicals similar to that. But that's something that's very rehearsed. It's exactly where you're going to stand when you do things, and when you do stuff like band work, everything's very organic, and sometimes you can't prepare for what's going to happen.
Put together.
Yeah, so it was a really good learning experience for me because it really helped me kind of stretch and open up as far as just being on my toes and
Wow. So, yeah, you're busy all the time.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Ashley.
Yeah.
Where are we at now? What was your experience like working with Celine Dion?
Oh, okay. So this was really cool. It actually was a corporate event that I was singing in with this vocal group, and it was a private event at Mandalay Bay, the Foundation Room. And it's all the way up at the top, and they just kept telling us that we're opening for someone. They couldn't tell us her name. And when we got there, she was sound checking with the background singers, and so we saw Celine Dion, and we weren't really allowed to talk to her, but after our performance, we got to stay and watch her give her performance, and it was a very small, intimate show, and it was just so cool to be right, like, so close to her.
Wow. So were you nervous when you found out it was her?
I was kind of nervous, but then I was just like, this is so cool because she's been an idol of mine since I was a kid.
Oh, yeah,
so I just kind of was like, I don't care how nervous I am. I'm just grateful to be here.
Right. That must have been really cool to experience.
It was amazing to hear her voice like that raw and live, you know.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
That was super cool.
Awesome. And, next one. What was your experience like working with Jubilee?
Ooh. So I loved working with Jubilee. It was a show that's all tall girls. Every girl there is super tall. I think only once in a while have they made exceptions for someone to be under 5'8". But it was amazing. I mean, it's a show that has so much history in Las Vegas. The ultimate icon is like the showgirl, you know. And so they were so committed to keeping that artistry alive, and they had to teach me how to walk down the stairs correctly, you know, on stage, and to look graceful like them. So,
how many years were you doing?
I was in that for 3 years. It was the last 3 years of the show before it closed.
Yeah, I squeezed that question in.
I loved working there. I loved it. It was beautiful, and I cherish those memories to this day.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, that's the next one here. Besides the Piazza Lounge, where you have just celebrated a 5-year residency at, what other venues do you perform at, and where can folks find your schedule?
Okay, so let's see, I'm here on Wednesday nights at the Tuscany, the Piazza Lounge. On Friday and Saturday night, we are at Brad Garrett's Comedy Club at MGM.
What's the band's name again?
The Collective.
The Collective.
Yeah, okay, the cool. Collective. And you can just find me on Instagram, Ashley Fuller LV, or on Facebook. I'm the only Ashley Fuller in Las Vegas. So you'll find me, and on both those pages, I always put my schedule for the week, and if I have any upcoming big shows, I will always include those on there too.
Awesome. And you have an upcoming show with Rita Lim called The Rendezvous.
The Rendezvous, look at you. Yes, we do. I think it's November 21st. It's a Tuesday, and it's her show, and I'm one of the guest singers, Linda Woodson, Michelle Johnson, and it's at the Starbright Theater, I believe.
Wow.
And it's a ticketed show.
Right.
Yeah, you better be there.
Okay. And then we're almost done here. Yeah. I'll let you go. And one question that I ask everyone is, what message do you have for the upcoming generations to come?
I would say, I think the biggest message that we all could take away, and I say this for myself, is to have more compassion in general for everyone, ourselves, and for each other. I think if you want to be in the entertainment business and industry, I think you should be prepared that you're going to come across a lot of challenges, but if you really dig your heels into it and do all the things, there's so many veterans around here in our what we do who can give you the steps of how to do what we do, singing in lounges. But I think also just be kind to one another, and there's always enough work and there's always enough, and I think having that type of mindset, you make everything a little bit better.
Awesome. Thank you. That's a wonderful message. And I guess that's it for this interview. Again, thank you for taking your time. I know you're a busy lady.
Thank you so much.
And today, and I wish you the best in your career always, and for your beautiful family. Aaron on guitar. You can find them all here at the Piazza Lounge and other venues. I'll have the link down below. And that's it for this video. Thank you for joining us today, Ashley Fuller and I. So.
Thank you, Mandy.